And we are live. So what's up, everyone? Coach David here with Metro Jiu-Jitsu, and we've got some of our special guests here. Obviously, we have Professor Muhammad, as always, and then Mike Toler with Westland Fitness and Nutrition. How are we doing today, Mike?
Good, man. Good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dude, blast. I know we were talking. I always have the good conversations pre-show, and then you waste some of the I'm like, well, we're going to rehab this conversation in about 20 minutes. So definitely excited to get into it. And so first, just tell us a little bit about who you are, what Westfit is, and what your experience is in fitness and nutrition.
Okay. We'll go back. I don't know where to start. It's a long story, but let's go back. I've been a personal trainer now for about 36 years, right around that, 36 years. Became a personal trainer back in the day when you had to be a personal trainer to have a job at a gym. You just had to look a certain way. You didn't have to be certified. You didn't have to have insurance, nothing. You just had to look good, and you were a trainer. So me and a friend are training. We got in an argument, and I decided to go to school to become a trainer, just to have this certification, because I wasn't believing what he was saying. All the stuff back there wasn't the website, wasn't the internet. It was books. You read, some type of book or magazine to figure out stuff out. So I went to school, did that, had a great time. I was always a painter by trade. Did that for years. Did a training as a side job, and eventually the side job became the main job. But I've been doing it forever and love it. I love taking this out to a school for nutrition. I've done about every course there is to do. I love helping people out, and I built a beautiful gym right here in Westland, Michigan.
It is sick. I'm going to show the picture of, it's like probably, am I allowed to say it's like one of the nicest buildings in Westland? There's a nicer part of Westland, right? But like, dude, it's
I would have to say it is one of the nicer buildings in Westland. I take pride in keeping my stuff up. Anybody that sees my building takes a look at it, I get graffiti on it. Not gang graffiti. When I first did it, I called the city of Westland. I go, hey, I want to put graffiti on my wall. So I had this artist come out, and he goes, hold on a second, Mike. And they go, hey, can Mike put graffiti on his Westland wall, Westland building? He goes, hey.
You're calling Roger at the city?
Call the city. And they go, is he putting gang signs or cuss words on it? He goes, Mike, gang signs or cuss words? I go, no, just artwork. No artwork. They said, all right, go ahead. So
That's cool.
The city of Westland knows what I do to my building. I keep my stuff. You look at my grass is cut. I keep my stuff clean. I really take pride in my building.
How long you been there, man?
I've been there since
2019. All right. So I know I was doing a little bit. This is our first time obviously meeting in person, and so I was doing some research on Westfit. I got to ask anyone who's been in the fitness industry pre-COVID. I'm gonna ask, how did COVID affect you, and how did you? And the fact that you're still in business now. What percentage of gyms went under, man?
That's a super good question. Let me explain. So, I opened up my gym. So I got my gym going. We have a decent first year. Anybody that owns a business, the first year is usually the hardest.
Yeah.
I broke even, which is amazing, just to break even. I was really stoked. We come up to looking good, coming into 2020 it was. Looking good in March, I think it was 17th, we got ordered by the state to shut down. Now, so we got shut down. Long story short, I was still doing personal training. I had to shut the gym down for numbers, and I'm not even supposed to do that, but I had to do that. I had to, pay the bills. By the time COVID was getting over, I was training one of my clients, and my wife at the time came and said, hey, we got to go get some groceries. I said, we have no money. We're done with the money. I have no money. I had nothing left. Maxed out every credit card, maxed out everything. A girl named Heather Rogwick, she heard the conversation, put a GoFundMe, it was some kind of fundraiser, and I woke up the next day with $14,000. I was literally about to lose my business. I was all in at the time. I don't know if anybody started a business. People have. When I went into my business, I put every penny I had into it because I had partners that bailed out. So I started my business with my bank account after everything was paid with $5,000. That's all I had. I had no more money. That's all I had in my name.
So for reference, like if you go into Chase or PNC and you're like, I want to open a gym, they're going to want you to have at least $50,000 in working capital. Minimum. Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, I did it with all the cash I saved, my life savings to put this down. I basically cashed out everything I had, sold my fun vehicles, my low riders, sold what I had to have the capital to try to make it. So it was definitely, like I said, the community of Westland was really great to me. As a matter of fact, the fire marshal at the time stopped by one day to look at my building, and I was talking about what I was going through. Came back an hour later with a card to call the city, and the city actually gave me $5,000. They gave me a grant for $5,000 to help me out.
Is that Kelsey?
Yeah, they actually literally just said, hey man, this wouldn't help you out and give you a thing, just show us where you spend that. Was one that I didn't have to pay back. So, I'm blessed. The city of Westland's been so good for me. They've been a really good community to me. I love the city. I love the mayor. Kevin's supposed to come by, Kevin Coleman, when you come by, but he's supposed to stop by and look at my gym. I think he works at another gym.
Well, why did you choose Westland? Like, there's why that
Great
city?
question.
Good question. Down the street, I worked with a company called Anytime Fitness. You might have heard them, big franchise. And the people that owned it, I was just a trainer there. I was the number one trainer. I did good. I had a great client base, loved the community, and I was there for about 9-10 years, and they were going out of business. So when it came out of business, I'm going, hey, they wanted me to go work at some other Anytime Fitness and this and that. I really want to do my own thing. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You want to own your own business. That's what all of us want to do. Don't realize how much of a headache it is once you have that, how many hours you have to work. But I wanted to have my own business. So I basically found a building down the street. If you notice, I'm right next to Dunkin' Donuts. I used to like my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Found that building. Negotiated on buying the building, and took it from there and just built a super nice gym. It's the way I want it. I built a gym that, I've been working out, like I said, I'll be 62 in February, so I've been doing this forever. I want to buy something that was nice for the community, a nice building, good equipment. I have all the top-notch stuff, and I'm fairly priced. I want to get back to the community. The community of Westland has been so good to me, I want to be good to them. I was actually told to run for mayor at one time, but I don't live in Garden City. I lived in Garden City, not Westland, so you can't run for mayor if you don't live in that city. Didn't know that.
You live in Garden City?
Wait, is that a statewide statute?
I believe it is. Because I was going to file for it. I was told to run for mayor. I was actually, because I had such a big following in the community and so many people like me and there's some things about my past I've done, but they don't know the human being I am today, what I do and what I do for the community. I do a lot of stuff for the schools. I give back a lot. I want to give back a lot. I love helping people out.
Can you, because I'm curious, I don't think Coastal lives in Southgate. Can you Google, is it just,
check it.
Is it statewide? Because it's probably, maybe, is it a city statute or a statewide statute that to run for mayor, you need to live in that
city you're running?
Because I'd be curious, do you know Kuspa lives in Southgate? Kuspa's cool as hell, too. Southgate mayor. He's so when we, I don't know, probably a little bit different, like if someone's coming in to work out during COVID, but dude, we got not quite death threats, but we had the cops called on us and they were, because I didn't try to hide it. I was I was so over it. Same thing.
He did not want to close down. I'm like, David, just give me a few days to sleep. We've been working so much.
Yeah.
We've been busting our butt for 2 years straight. And you did not want to close.
I didn't have Muhammad. You were still essential though. You were still your GNCs were still essential. So we had
initially they're like shut it down.
Of course, they shut everyone down.
Your GNCs you wanted to shut down too?
Well, they shut down everything.
Like for days, a few days, they shut down the nation.
We argued and petitioned and be like, these people need these, vitamins.
Vitamins, absolutely.
And then they didn't want us to sell certain vitamins like NAC and other stuff for respiratory.
Yes.
They want you to go to the pharmacy.
But you could sell cigarettes and liquor, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Crazy.
And you can get it delivered to your house. Or curbside pickup.
Oh, yeah, that's insane. I mean, listen.
But they so I'm gonna share. I want to show your gym because this looks like I would want to go here. While I'm pulling this up, what did we find out about the state statute?
So all I could find is it says in the vast majority of cases, yes, you must be a resident of the city to run for mayor. The specific residency requirements, including how long you must have lived there, are set by local and state election laws.
So it's a statewide thing. Okay.
Yeah, I literally looked into. I was going to run for mayor. I thought, hey, they have because they always said my past. I have a little bit of criminal background that's in their story. But I figured, my big thing was going to be how to catch a criminal in Westland. How to do it. Hire a criminal, catch him. That was going to be my whole thing. It's not hiding anything. Be really transparent, and then people change. I mean, thank God I've grown to a different person, a better man than I was.
Yeah.
But just to be transparent with everybody, hey, I'm not hiding like politicians do. Here I am. This is my background. This is why you hire me. Want to catch a criminal? Hire a criminal. I got you.
So this is so the viewers can see this gym right here. This is the quote unquote graffiti, right?
Yeah, that was my graffiti.
This
right
is
there.
just artistic, man.
And I forget the guy's name. He did a beautiful job on the building. I mean, really, I did it nice. And if you look at it, says your gym on it, because I want my gym not to be, hey, it's my gym, I own it, blah blah blah. I don't want to have that feel it's your gym. Everybody there is part of a family. We're not an army. We're a family of members. We take care of our family.
This is really sick. So, and then you're right off Wayne.
Right on Wayne Road. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yep.
We gotta get some pictures of the inside on Google.
Oh, it's beautiful inside.
Yeah. We got put them on Google, dude, so that because if I'm looking, I want to see them. I want to see them on the inside. But that's right off Wayne.
Yeah.
So so then what? You're how old?
I'll be 62 in February.
Dude, you're jacked.
I'm small.
I'll pull up your Instagram. I hate when bodybuilders they're just coming in, look taco lettuce, and they're like, I'm feeling small today. I was like, I've been small my entire life. I've never known what it's like to be yoked like that.
Well, I've been yoked before. I like being yoked. I mean, like getting at 62, like I'm more like on longevity. I've been working on different things with longevity now. So we get older, doing blood work, doing that kind of thing. So I'm really getting that aspect. I work with a great company.
Who do you work? That's another one I want to get on. But I've heard more and more about blood work and how it's because now it's individualistic to the individual, right? Like, of what you do. So what is, if you don't mind sharing, who do you work with? What is blood work?
A couple companies. The first one would be a place called Functional Health, and I'll send you guys a code if you want it. They pull basically. You got to go to blood work for 2 days. They pull 10 vials of blood one day. 10? Hold on a second. We ain't done. And urine. Wait it in. And do another 10 vials of blood the next day. They do 105 biomarkers. We mark everything in your body, right? Literally 105 biomarkers.
What is a biomarker?
They're markers in your body that, like I could show you, that basically it's markers for your body. How is my heart? You're going to have different markers on your heart, different markers on your liver, different markers on your kidneys, your whole body's got these biomarkers.
Like, right? An indicator.
You might have heard an indicator.
Yeah.
Like biohacking, where they're starting to get into that. It's big now. But what we do is you call me and I go, hey, okay, well, let's get your blood work done. I'll send this stuff over, get your blood work. Okay, and then once that comes done, if you look at a place called Genomedics, that's Sylvester Stallone's doctor.
Genomedics.
Look at them up. Genomedics is my doctor. That's Sylvester Stallone, and I have the same doctor. Me and him have the same doctor. He works with Kardashians, all those people. He's from Michigan. He started out here and went to LA and works with all the so there are some of his celebrities. But so I work once I get my blood work, I will send it to the doctor, and the doctor goes over it, and then he has his own line of vitamins. I might need some small amount of TRT or vitamins, whatever my body's lacking. He levels my body up. Most of it's all by vitamins and nutrition, what to eat, what not to eat, and then from there, but I might be missing something. I might need a little testosterone. I might need a little bit of whatever. So girls might need estrogen, whatever it may be, based on my blood work. There's no guessing. Anybody out there guessing, taking some stuff, taking steroids and stuff like you?
Let me ask you a question on that. Based on what you've seen for yourself and anybody that you've referred there, you might have somebody that's gone to the doctor and the doctor's like you're fine, or you might have issues unrelated to what the blood work pulls up. Can you talk about any time that you've had for yourself or anybody that's pulled those had that blood work done and said, actually, this specific vitamin or something specific that a doctor either didn't catch or they don't care about, because if it's not related to a script, guess what? They don't care.
It works like that. For instance, like another company I work with, I'm going to go get a test for cancer. They can test you, put you MRI, cost you through the one I'm working with, the functional health I'm a part of. So for $1,500, they're going to take you and get an MRI for cancer, right? Wow. They're going to scan you for 500 types of cancer. Now, when you get cancer, you'll get an MRI after you already have cancer for insurance. But if you pay out of pocket, you go to private companies and they can check you for cancer to see, because you might have stage 1, you don't even know it. You might even, by the time you know you have cancer, it might be stage 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah.
So how about we jumpstart and do like pre-screening for cancer over the age of 40? Why not do that? But they don't do that because that's a whole other ball of wax when it comes to insurance companies.
It's a business.
It's a business, and it's sad. So basically, everything I do for myself out of pocket is, I'm getting my MRI next month to make sure there's no cancer in my body.
How often do you get blood work?
I do it. Well, the company we're going to be 3 times a year, and it's only like $500 a year. And that's going to be a clinic gets back to you. They don't sell nothing. They ain't going to sell you anything. They're just going to get your blood work done. You're going to get clinic notes, and they're going to tell you what foods to avoid, what foods to take, what supplements to take based on your blood work. So I love that. They're not selling something. It's $500, and that's 3 times a year for your blood work, which is inexpensive. If it was insurance, they'd probably charge insurance $10,000.
So what are they? I apologize to interrupt. What are they looking like? Are they so you said there's biomarkers, but they're looking for things for foods to avoid because they like.
So the definition of biomarkers is measurable substances or processes in the body that indicate the presence or progression of disease or condition.
Sounds right.
Okay. All right. So then but then they'll be able to. How can they? And I've heard about this. This is what's intriguing. Like, Muhammad may be eating eggs, and it's cool for him.
Right.
But eggs are an inflammatory food to me.
Exactly.
How do they know that?
I don't know how they do it, but like I said,
That's
they can
crazy.
take a look how that works just to get an idea. But there's 100 biomarkers in this test they just did for me. If you scan down here how they do that, that's my biology. So I'm going to be 62. That's how really old my organs are. I'm a
This
51-year-old.
is Oh, they have their own app.
They have their own app. Dude.
What
Look
is
at this.
this?
And then you get clinic
Nutritional
notes about-
health?
Yeah, I can send it to you. And what happens? It tells you my plan of actions, what foods to avoid, what supplements to take. It's a whole thing you do, and it's 5.
What are your foods? Yeah, I don't want
Let's take a look here. So my foods are going to be. There's my top 5.
Herring.
Now, I didn't say the 5 bet, but they're saying these.
What's that?
It's a.
It's not a very good fish. But they're saying my top 5 foods for my body. What's going on in my body? I have
Salmon, pasture-raised eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, mackerel.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A lot of fat, some fatty stuff there too. But and it tells you the same with the supplements to take. But what I really like a lot about
zucchini
this
beans.
is like they don't not selling me nothing. They're going to come up with a plan of action based upon my biomarkers. I probably have 9 or 10 people I referred over here what I work with, and I just started this year with this company. But what's really interesting is one of the ladies, she had the urines. They seen something, and this company called them and go to your doctor immediately. And she's like, "What's wrong? We can't discuss it with you. We're going to send you over your blood work panels. You need to take it to your doctor now." And they gave her heads up. Something. And they're not going to sit there. They're going to look at your blood work. They're not going to sell you nothing. They're going to actually tell you the output we should do and not to do. That's it.
That is so, Mohammed. I know you know. Like I have to give I have to like give blood. There's a genetic disease.
Gets thick.
Hemochromatosis, extra iron, and so like if I don't like Minnie takes my like a boatload of blood like every 5 weeks because otherwise shit can you don't want it to accumulate.
Yeah.
But I'm like I gotta go to the doctor and get blood. Like it's a whole rigmarole of going through the system, the
Right.
medical system. Dude, if they could just so where do you get the blood taken to send it in? Is it
Good,
just
good
a
question. What happens? They're going to I live in Garden City, so what happens once I fill it out, everything's through the app. You have to do nothing else but work through the app. I don't even know how they're doing this only for $500. Very cheap. So once you do it, I go closest place to my house, so it's tapped on there. So they send me to Quest. I went to Quest. So based upon where you live at, your address, they're going to say, okay, there's 10 places around you that have a contract with.
That's
And they send you close to the house. It's
sick.
awesome.
That's
and
sick.
other companies do that to try to like sell you like hormone stuff or vitamins by doing this. This company just checks your blood work, gives you a blueprint of your body, and do what you want with it. Take it to your medical doctor, do whatever. Do they see something serious, they'll let you know.
I like this because, and it depends on some people like it, right? But what the company you're using, Nutritional Health,
Functional health.
Functional Health, because I've heard of other ones after they get the results, they'll then of course sell you a meal plan, it's kind of custom, which is cool.
Yeah,
like
cool.
it's cool if like if you don't want to do it, but if you just tell me like if you tell me it's good to know my foods, I won't be running out to buying herring. But like if you're like, hey, oats and red wine and white bread, that's going to be the worst foods for you. Like I can stay away from those, you know,
Yeah.
I can stay or at least be aware. And if I had to choose between chicken and say salmon and knowing that salmon is better for me, then I'm just going to do salmon.
Yeah.
Like that's, it's educated now. I've heard so many people online, like talk about blood and I haven't heard about it in the past. It's pretty new for the past 2 or 3 years.
It's actually growing, and this is if I wasn't like that before, we just and there's kids out there like they take like steroids, some type of whatever, and they're damaging the body. You don't know it, and anybody doing whatever everyone's body do what like to do. But if you're going to do something, and be rational. Get your blood work, and anybody tell you that get your blood work. Look at your blood.
Is there any report that came back with foods to avoid that you or any of your clients that you worked with, they happen to say, okay, well, they said cut out, say, eggs or bread or whatever it is. And they're like, I've never cut that out before, and I just noticed a significant amount of difference. Is there any one example of food or something?
Yeah, there's one of the ladies, and she had, I think it was a gluten problem. She didn't realize she had a gluten allergy.
No shit.
Something went on, and she had no idea, and it came back, stay away from, this, and that, and the other. Most of the people that do this are already somewhat in shape, but most people that are getting serious are already in shape. So they're like kind of already figuring things out. Like, even though I didn't do this, I know, hey, not to do this, not to do that for my body.
Right.
But really knowing your body, especially when you get older, like I said, I'm be 62, that's what I'm doing now. I'm not worried about being the biggest guy, all jacked up now. I want to live as long as I can, healthy as I can.
Yeah,
That's the main.
it changes as your
Older.
different goals in life changes.
Absolutely. 10 years ago, I was jacked. You look at me and go, holy moly, dude. I was like, doing things and big. And now I'm like, you know what? I just want to be healthy. My thing now at 62, I want to get on stage one more time probably, but I want to be healthy. I want to be able to function. I want to be able, a lot of people get my age, I look at them and go, wow, you think they're like 70. Like, what are you doing with yourself? There's drinking beer every night, eating pizza still, not exercising, staying idle.
Do they take All right, bro. Like, let's leave pizza alone. Like we didn't have to take. We didn't have to get
Like that.
personal. Like we didn't have to get personal with the pizza. Do they take your biological age like from day one? Like if I send in, they're like, bro, you're 35, but your blood age is 47, and then do they over adjustments like throughout the annual things? Do they can you see
Absolutely.
it?
That keeps on changing. So
that's
when they
so
do that,
cool.
you have my onset of one. That was like 2 months ago. You wait 3 months, you hit a button again, make another schedule for more blood work. They'll have another come up. My biological may change. Things may change in my bodies. My biomarkers hopefully change on the supplements they want me to take. 3 months, you take blood work again, and then it starts over again. So, I mean, they literally, and they'll keep an eye on it. Things are going to change. Hopefully they get better with it. You know, they had suggested supplements I take. I'm taking what they suggest me to take. I'll give it a shot, see if it works. And I might, just it's basically that. And I also send to my doctor, Dr. George with Genomedics, to him overlook it too. So he overlooks that. He does more than my medical side if I'm taking
What are 3 vitamins or supplements that you take that most people you think should take?
Probably the biggest one out here in Michigan, you should be taking D3 and K-tail.
What dose did you take of D3?
I think it's 10,000 I take right now. I take a high dose on it because I work indoors a lot, so I'm not getting a lot of sunlight. Places like this, we get a lot of, we don't have a lot of summer days. So if you're not getting that sun, you need to take that 100%.
What else?
I also take a multi-pack vitamin, which is designed by Dr. George Genomedics. It's got all kinds. I can't even list the stuff. If you pull it up, you can look at it, but it's got tons of stuff in it. Tons of stuff. And then I always take vitamin C. Those are like, I take literally, I take NAD+, I take glutathione, I take, my regime is so huge what I take beyond what they suggest. I'm just overlooking it because I can't really mess things up by taking, if I take whatever vitamins, I'm going to fill up my receptors, I'm going to urine it out, piss it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hurt myself by taking like a glutathione. Like I used to be a drug addict back in the day, so now my liver's got damage on it. So, I take, that's a great supplement to have. So I use that one. I use a ton of different stuff.
If I could just speak personally real quick, Mike.
Oh, let's go.
I think, I really think Genomedics branding is a little off here because I like Sylvester Stallone, but I don't know if he's the guy you want as anti-aging hormone. I feel like we just need to send a petition out to get your photo up there, because he's just not right. Like, how old is he though?
70 something.
Yeah. See, I mean, like he looks about 936.
Let
Like, look at him. Come on. I mean, he's not like anti.
He looks 900.
If I had to
still looks
compare,
good.
if I had to compare, yes, but if I had to compare Sylvester Stallone at 76 versus throw him.
79.
Oh, I'll be better at 76.
Oh, he's 79.
79.
All right, he's 80.
Whoa, 80
I'll
years
give him.
old.
I'll give him a break. I'll give him a break. All right, I'm just razzing him, but
I'm actually on their Instagram. I'm actually like when their feet.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm the feet. Back in about 10 years ago when we first met, before I started working them. Great guy, great doctor. Went to this place to get, like I said, I wanted to, feel my hormones were. I had great hormones at the time. Had a great talk with the doc. Very good guy, very intelligent. We sat there and talked for a couple hours and became very good friends. But, I mean, he's got a great clinic out here. He's one of my favorite ones. And the other place he uses is great as well.
do you? What type of athletes do you work with?
Well, I can't say all the athletes. I showed you a picture of one of the gentlemen I'm working with. I work with, so right now I work with one from the Lions, but during seasons he keeps on the down low, so I'm not going to say, hey, anyone else. So, but I showed you guys who I work with. But I work with some, NFL players, which is awesome, good guys. I work with a bare knuckle fighter right now. He's got a fight November 1st. He's going to kill it. And it goes by Nightmare.
Is he in Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's
Bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle, dude. They have the first one coming to Michigan. I'm going to go to Soaring Eagle November 1st. This little guy, Justin Streets, his name. You like this guy. Hey, you wouldn't even know. You come up to me, you wouldn't even know. Like you would just like, I'd kick this guy to the side, right? This guy's a bad dude. I seen him get his butt kicked one fight that I've never seen someone take such a beating. But never, ever seen a human being take a beating like it and got up and kept fighting. But he is as tough as they come.
I'm surprised bare knuckle fighting doesn't have more.
Mike, why would somebody do a bare knuckle fight? Like, what's the motivation for somebody?
I have no idea. He's a great fighter. He was an MMA guy. I don't think he was good with. He had I don't think his. Should have came to you and did some jiu-jitsu. I know, but his striking game. When I seen him fight, he was doing MMA, and I seen him at Motor City. But when he got in the bare knuckle game, this kid is fast. This kid can throw hands. His hands are so quick, and he's not a big guy.
What's his weight?
What's his weight over there? He fights at one.
I see 5'6". I see his reach.
I think 136. I think he fights at somewhere around
see
there.
his weight.
What do they pay bare knuckle fighters for that kind of?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think part of the bare knuckle. Who owns part of that? Who owns part of bare knuckle? When the owners there, I think it's who's that guy?
Dana White.
No,
Like
fighter guy.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he owns part of that. Also, I think the drink Bucked Up is part of that. Owns part of that too.
Bucked Up, Orange Irish Stout, which I'm going to guess
that's
it's
Conor stuff.
Conor
So
stuff.
they have some big sponsors, and people. I guess people like watching. I mean, not my thing per se, but that's a tough. I think it's tough. That's like getting the street fighting.
That is a street fight. I mean, it's a street fight. Like
without throwing your legs. It's a knuckle to knuckle fight.
Mike, did you see the clip from the bare knuckle match where
I was hoping you wouldn't bring this up. Go ahead.
I don't have to bring it up.
Go ahead.
There was a clip that went viral of a bare knuckle fight where a guy got like suckered right in the nose and it like decompressed his entire
Face just caved in. Yeah.
Yeah, like the entire nose bone structure caved in and his entire face just flattened in real time.
Oh my God.
I can try find the clip to send to you, Coach Fox.
But
it's hard to find right now. It got banned and pulled
sure
off.
it was you just hear and it was just a straight the guy was advancing and as he's backing up he just shot like a straight shot and you just hear from the cameras which are dozens of feet away you just hear and then they stop and you just look and his face is now like caved in. It looks like his face was caved in,
dude.
and I know even
I think I found the clip. I can see
What league is that? Is it the bare knuckle one?
I think it's bare knuckle fighting championships. And I know like you've seen pictures of Alan Belcher when we were in his mastermind for several years, and then he obviously got out, reinvented himself. He's like, I'm gonna do bare knuckle. I'm like and Alan is. I mean, he's great at it, but he's also like 45. No, he's a little bit. He might be 40, but it is street fighting.
Yeah.
It's street fighting.
Yeah, it's
Coach Fox, I sent you the video. It's a Reddit clip, so you'll have to open Reddit.
Oh my gosh!
But when you open
Where'd you text it to me?
Yeah, I texted it to you.
okay.
Do you need me to email it to you?
No,
instead?
I got you. I got you right
And
here.
if you watch through it, it does get to a point where it zooms in on his face. It's brutal, man. It's brutal.
You've been blocked by network security. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we may not be able to see this here.
I can try to find it.
I
somewhere else.
digress. I'll see about getting it back up. But you're working with Justin.
Yeah,
and
getting him ready for a fight. Yeah, he said he's going back to Florida, I think Monday, and then he'll be back here. His fight is November 1st. So they train out of Florida. So he's in down to Florida to train. So train down there.
So, Mike, how does weightlifting complement a football player and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete? Two different sports, two different. If you could speak on that, I think I have my own weightlifting routine. Everything I do is specifically for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. When I was playing basketball and football, every movement, how is this going to help me as an athlete? So you as a trainer, can you give some examples of what you do to complement?
Well, everybody's, like I said, everyone's different. Like if I have an athlete doing different stuff, when I'm training, like if I have an NFL guy, for instance, what happened? He has coaches and master trainers or whatever, so he does this stuff over there. I do the extra stuff.
Like what?
So, first of all, we're not going to lift heavy with something like that. We're going to go ahead and get into like a circuit training, keep your body moving, engage in like different muscles, not the big compound movements, but like the accessory stuff. Shoulders, instead of doing like big heavy presses, do some lateral raises. All the stuff they miss. So I do all the stuff that they don't do. So when I'm working with him, hey, this is what I do. And I said I make a thing with what you're not doing there. So I'm not doing overtraining per se. I'm going to do what you're getting missed. If I do if I'm training you, like I said, I'd have to find out are you getting ready for a contest, a match? That's a different way I'm going to train you. If it's like if you're getting ready for training, what do I have to make weight? There's a lot of variables how I'm going to train you based on just I'm just a regular guy. I want to be better. I want to be fit. I want to have a six pack, and a lot of it's going to come around to your nutrition as well. So it's just not. It's like a loaded question. Like if you came to me and go, Mike, I'm going to fight. I'll go, how much you weigh? What's your weight right now? How much you weigh?
210.
210 right now. And when you do a match, what do you weigh? When you get
I would love to.
346.
Well, 340.
That's what he feels like.
I called him a fat ass the other day because after he was trying to take his back and he did escape and he threw his weight on top of me and I'm like,
he deserved it. My
gums
he's so heavy, it's annoying. But I have lots of injuries that are lingering right now, but ideally, I'd love to be 195 competing weight. But at this stage, at 50, carrying this weight to get down another 15 pounds.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's my answer to you. I do it easy, 100% easy. And with their injuries, we can address your injuries too. Being an older guy, like I said, I get when I was 50. I was competing. I was on stage at your 50 when I started because I tore my arm here. You know, so I ripped this off the bone. I was a powerlifter before that, so I had to put on like shorts to get on it. But that's easy to trim off. We could trim off 15 pounds with you. I'd say I could do it. I'd make a bet. I could do it in 10 weeks. And you eat more food than you're eating right now. And your injuries, I can help with those injuries too. I'm like seriously, that's an easy fix too. I mean, like I said, we could talk about it off the air, but you could slim down faster than thinking. I would ask about how is your training going. Again, for you, I'd probably keep you moving a little bit faster. Make sure I'm sure you got good conditioning. I mean, you teach all day, don't you? Or teach most of the day? Or,
yeah.
So you're getting on the mat, still rolling around. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure your condition's kind of good. But
I mean, I'm a butterfly. You got bumblebees that are younger, faster, stronger.
Hate them, huh? I know.
I'm a butterfly trying to enjoy
I would
the
like
scenery.
the
I do my
record. I would like the record to show every time Muhammad comes on top of position training, I let him dictate the pace, and he's always redlining every time. Like you're always redlining it. So I don't feel bad. Like I don't feel bad for you is what I'm saying. Like
the way that I see it is he's attacking me.
No, that's what it is. Just defending yourself. A young guy attacking you. I get it. I get it.
So here's a question, right? Like it's one thing if you're obviously cutting weight for a match, like you got to take that pretty seriously. Yeah. But if you're just like I want to trim up, but do you work with clients they're like, dude, do you have anything for a guy who wants to get in shape but still wants to eat pizza and drink beer?
Well, it's a commitment. First of all, at first people when they come see me, say you came to see me, go, hey, Mike, I want to get in shape. I go, okay. Before you hire me, we have gym memberships at my gym. Yeah, obviously it's a 24-hour gym. People have gym, but people want to hire me for training.
Sure.
The first thing I tell them is don't waste my time or your time. I don't need your money that bad. I'm doing okay. Like, if you want to make a commitment to me, you make a commitment to us. I'm your coach. You know, I want the best for you. Like, I'm voting for you. I'm your team. I'm your biggest fan. I want all my.
So it's not like is everything you do based on like training and working with somebody, or is it like here's the key, come and go when you want?
No, some people just want a gym. Like you said, a 24-hour gym. Say that you're here and you want to go. Hey, I want to go to the gym. It's 3 a.m. I can't sleep. You can go to my gym. And I got showers. I got everything there. So you shower, whatever you want. We have meal prep there. We do everything there. So go work out. But I have people that come to me and go, hey, I want to get in shape. I see what you do. I watch you on Facebook. I want to get in shape. And the first thing I tell them is, are you ready to make that commitment? I don't want just to take your money. That's not my thing. I have enough clients. I want to be like, hey, I'm really committed. I want to try. Give me 10 weeks. To make a 10-week commitment. You're not going to pay me 10 weeks up front. I don't care. Pay as you go. I don't need 10 weeks up front. Just give me, just week by week, give me 10 weeks and make a decision. But what I do for my clients is a little bit different than everybody else. I'm going to write you a meal plan. I'm not going to write you a meal plan like, hey, you got to eat just chicken and rice. Or I'm going to make a meal plan based upon the foods you like and adjust your macros. So we have an in-body scan there. I'm going to scan your body when you come on in. We're going to scan your body. And I'm going to figure out what's your basal metabolism rate, how many calories your body's burning by sitting idle, not moving. Take how much exercise you're getting, what you're doing, and then once we do that, I'm gonna design a program. You go, Mike, I like. Tell me what you like. Well, I like steak, this, that, and the other. You give me a list of foods you like, and I start adjusting your macros. So say I has to have, 3. Say I go, well, look, you get to lose that weight. We're gonna have to have you about your basal metabolism is 2,400 calories based on idle, laying steady. So I'm gonna adjust that higher than that. So most people that come to me for a diet, I have them eat more food, and they get blown away. They go, what? And you're going to lose weight.
That was Funk always did that. He was like, he would literally, it never made sense to me. He's like, yeah, because I would send him stuff and I wouldn't be gaining, or I wouldn't be losing weight. He's like, yeah, you need to eat more. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I to this day, I still don't understand it. But his answer was always just eat more eggs.
It's
like
crazy.
Like that was his answer.
Well, think about it. You think when you lose diet, you're going to eat less, right? Eat less, you're going to lose weight. Well, that's not how it works. I mean, you could eat less, you're going to lose some weight, but guess what you're going to lose? You're going to lose muscle. Then what happens? Your body fat goes up. What happens? Your body fat goes up, starts more body fat because it thinks you're starving. To lose weight, you have to eat more, but the right foods.
Can you say that again, but slower? I caught about 70%.
That's what happened.
I caught about 70% of it.
But what happens? Like most people that think they lose weight. Say the common Joe, you tell me like, hey, you got to lose weight. You're going to get ready for a match. So you think eat less, right? You're going to lose weight.
To me, that's always been that. Like it's like a budget, right? Like if you're spending more than you're bringing in, you're going to lose weight.
And that makes sense, but it's not sense.
It's not true.
Not true. Not true. And it happens all the time. What happens, you all lose some weight. Usually people that do that, they come to me, I've lost 12 pounds, Mike, I'm doing good. I go, what do you eat? And you go, once a day. I go, what? once a day.
That's
I
like
said,
me. I eat pretty much dinner.
I
Like
go,
I'll-
hey, my question is, do you have a kid? I goes, yeah, I got a 1-year-old. I go, how many times do you feed him? Oh, 3, 4, 5 times a day. And you're a grown ass human, excuse my language, but a human being, and you only eat once a day. Does that make sense? Well, I lost weight doing this. I go, you'll lose weight, and then you're going to stall. And then what's going to happen? Your body's going to start storing more body fat and lose the muscle. Remember the body fat. The body in general, like real short. The body fat is like the gas of the car, right? The muscles will be the engine of the car. So the more muscle you have, the more body fat you burn. Your body fat goes down because it needs more energy.
Yeah, the way I explained that when I was in nutrition is your fat is stored energy.
Yep.
And if you don't give your body fat, specifically one of those nutrients, or take essential oils, your body's like, you're not giving me any good fat, so I'm going to hold on to what I have.
Yep.
And also then it starts to burn off muscle.
I do remember you saying, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, you burn off muscle if you're not getting fat and either aminos or protein.
Yeah.
So,
And most people are getting that with eating. Like I said, most people that start a diet, they undereat. Happens I would say 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And like I said, the first thing we do, most of my clients goes, oh my God, I got to eat this much food. I go, yeah. You want to lose weight, you got to eat this much food, but the right food. Say, if you're eating,
It's hard for me to wrap my head around a little bit. Like,
It-
where
it-
am I going to get the time to do this? Like, I don't want to. You got to be the guy like bringing a cooler with him everywhere to bust out my chicken, or
Well,
Man,
once you
that's-
get used to it, it's not that bad.
I mean, like for me, it's not always like planning those packaged meals. It's
Yeah.
about getting something in your body.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, you can't eat it, drink it. Have a protein shake.
I got a whole
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
box of those.
That's easy to do.
Mixed nuts underneath our desk.
Yeah,
They're-
nuts are
They're half gone or more
they're
now.
a cheat code. Yeah, because they're easy and there's the fats.
There's some fats in it. And I always tell people, pretty simple, if you're having a snack like that, try to have a protein, carbon, fat. That's the way to do it, protein, carbon, fat. Now, if you're getting ready for a bodybuilding show, obviously it's different to trick your metabolism to look a certain way in water and all that kind of stuff. But for general health, just try to have a protein, carbon, fat. Then try to eat, like I said, I always tell people at least 3 meals a day and 2 snacks. That makes it simple.
Yeah.
And if you can't eat it, drink it. But most people undereat and they're going to store more body fat.
So then, like when you're saying eating more of the right foods, what are some? Assuming that it's not one of your X'd out foods from the blood work, like what is just some general?
Like a lean protein. And if you don't know what it is, Google like a lean protein. Lean protein. I don't care if it's a beef, a chicken, a fish. I mean, have a lean protein, a good complex carb, a sweet potato, rice, etc., and a vegetable, some type of fiber to go in your body. You want fiber to wash out the carbs. So you want to always have a fiber with a carb.
He says so matter of factly. Like I'm like, this is kind of new to me. Like vegetables, they're kind of optional. Like I understand they come with the meals. I'll eat them, but
and it should, because of the fiber. You want to get the vitamins out of it. Obviously, you can break it down a lot more. I'm making it really simple, but just think of it as a fiber. You want a fiber with that.
You got a client that comes to him and says, "Okay, Mike, I'll give you 10 weeks. I'll do it. I'll give you 10 weeks. I can't eat healthy and lift. I have to choose one."
Well, here's the thing, though. And that's a good question. I have a couple people that, one guy named Wall, especially, he's not losing weight, but he's getting stronger. And he's in the gym, and he's an older guy. He's 52. He's working out and getting stronger. I loved it. But I weighed him. I'm like, hey, man, I said, you're not losing your weight. I'm trying to get this. And he's a little fatter guy. He had a belly. And I'm going, you got to lose this weight. You're not, you come to a point where you're not just like, fat, you're unhealthy fat. Like your body fat gets over. For a guy, you want to stay 10 to 20%. He was up like 32. So I'm like, hey, man, you got to bring that down to at least men should be 10 to 20, girls 18 to 28. That's where you need to be at normal. And he goes, Mike, I don't care. He goes, I just want to work out and be stronger. But I said, okay, we can do that. But as long as if you don't eat at least somewhat healthy, I'm not telling you to be 100. I'm going to say, hey, I got to get you down to a contest weight. But if you're not eating somewhat healthy, it's going to be hard to lose that weight. You'll get some muscle, eventually burn a little bit extra fat, but you're not going to lose what you need to lose. But I always practice first. It's like, let me get you healthy, and then I'll get you fit. One first. Like, let me get you healthy. I'll get you healthy. And then when we get healthy, we'll get fit.
Yeah, because being fit, you could be unhealthy.
Absolutely.
And as
sure,
a bodybuilder
sure.
who gets on stage,
Yeah.
they are actually unhealthy.
100%.
The last phase of what they're doing.
Oh yeah, getting your body fat that low, it's there's been bodybuilders that have died, and the cramps are crazy, because you're deleting the water of your body, get everything tight, and you get rid of how do you get rid of the water? You drink a lot of water, it's crazy how everything goes in cycles. Water loading and things.
What? If you want to get rid of the water in your body, drink water.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Because you have what's called excellular water and intercellular water. The water inside the cell, you make a muscle, that's it. The muscle must be made out of water. You can Google search it. So you have excellular water that sits on top of the skin, basically between the muscle and here. You pee it out. To get rid of that, Go.
It's called. Sorry, what is it called?
Exceller water. Exceller, like the exceller outside the cell.
Is this what Hugh Jackman did for the Wolverine movies?
I don't know if he did that or not. I wasn't his trainer, but you can literally get rid of that extra water to have a tighter look on your body by drinking more water. You think like drink less water, right?
That's what I would
add
think.
a little bit of sea salt to it.
Coffee does that too.
Yeah.
It's a diuretic.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? A diuretic? If
That's water
flushes.
And if you use asparagus, that will help too. That's natural diuretic too. To get rid of it.
Asparagus.
What do you call people? What do you say to people?
You're more of a nerd than you look like,
I'm
Mike.
total nerd.
Like
I'm a total-
you look like a
I've
tough
actually-
biker dude, but you're kind of nerdy.
If I brought in my how much classes and study I read, like I said, I've read and studied a lot. I've experienced my body many times with different things. I don't promote anything I don't try myself. So I've done about everything, and I've done research. I've been 4% body fat on stage. I've been fat. I've literally done everything you can do to test my own body. I'm a human guinea pig on myself. So if there's a product that I was selling, if I was selling this product here, which I told you was good by the way, I would I wouldn't.
It's not bad. I'll give you that. Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He's not hip to Toler coffee.
It's good. Yeah.
it's not your fault.
It's good. That's all right. Yeah. I'm a transplant. It's all right. But it is so that just in the past 20 minutes you've busted a few myths that even I thought, and would probably, like, I'm thinking myself, because I'm on the go, and to me, like, one for me to sit down and eat takes a little bit of time, but that's an excuse, because you could drink it, you could do whatever.
Yeah.
But more importantly, like if I were to sit down and let's say we go have something for lunch, now it just sits heavy in my stomach, and I don't like that. I like to be, especially, I don't eat really 4 hours before class, so I just kind of typically my one meal, if I might have a fruit or something in the morning, my one meal is at
Be
night.
careful with fruit in the morning though.
Yeah, why?
Even though it's a natural sugar, it's going to spike your insulin level. What happens? I got a question for you. I'll ask.
Oh no.
Let's see. Here's a question. Let's get answer. So
I had a banana
it's in
this
the morning
morning.
time, first thing in the morning, you're just waking up. At least it gets it right. I got a coffee here, sugar and cream.
Okay.
Right? This is before we eat.
Okay.
Or I got a McDonald's burger here on the left. Which one's more healthy?
A what?
McDonald's cheeseburger. Which one's more healthy?
I mean,
Or the coffee?
I
Simple question.
I'm gonna guess the coffee, but based on the way you asked it, I'm gonna say I'm wrong.
You could give a better example, but I know there's a crash after that sugar happens.
Good. All right. Anybody else? You in the back.
I'm sorry, it's a coffee or a McDonald's burger?
So yeah, which one's healthier? A cream and sugar coffee, triple, or a cheeseburger from McDonald's?
The rubber they sell at McDonald's?
Yes, sir.
I'll play the devil's advocate. I'll go for the burger.
Grab the burger.
Ding, ding, you're right. And listen, I'll break it down simple, and I can break it. So here's a coffee. I got cream and sugar. Okay, so what's a creamer? It's going to be a fat. Sugar, what's it going to do? Spike your insulin level. Right?
Firecracker in your body.
Yep, patch it up. Then what's it going to do? It's going to put fat receptors in your body. You drink the cream, going to get fatter. So what happens? Just imagine a fat cell. So a fat cell, what happens is you get sugar like that's first spiked in the morning. Is the worst thing you do. Opens up your. If you look at a fat cell, looks like a wiffle ball. That sugar opens it up. Right here it goes. That's diabetics and such. And they have more fat. They start splitting and multiply. Now at least on the burger over here, what I have here, I have a protein, which is not much protein. I have a protein. I have a carb. And I have a fat, so it's more of a meal. Not good for you. I would not recommend that at all, by the way, but it'd be way better than having this. And people don't understand, like, what? McDonald's burger's healthier? Yeah, it's not the healthiest, but it's better than having cream and sugar at your first thing.
Also, when your insulin levels spike, it's like a firecracker going off.
Yep.
You get a burst of energy, and then it dies out, and then you need more
Yep.
and more and more, and that's how people become insulin resistant, or
Exactly.
they need to keep putting that sugar inside
let
their
me-
body.
I'm used to listening to fast talkers. You're a very fast. I got about 80% of it. I want to break it down slower. So the sugar will spike your insulin.
Correct.
Which and that what that does is that triggers the fat receptors in your body, which are to put
Cells.
so cells, but to put them into like they're actively looking to receive things, which was interesting. Like when Amanda was in med school, I had no idea how like Bayer back and body, your back has certain reset, like they're specifically designed to only receive those things. So they identified it as like going down the hotel room, knocking on doors, asking for who ordered for room service, and only the people who ordered it would it go in there. And so the insulin triggers that to the fat cells, and since there's fat in the cream, in that, so then what it does is it opens the gate wide open, and now all of that fat
Just opening up. Yep.
gets versus what now would it be different if it was just cream and coffee?
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, I haven't seen a test on it.
I guess cream's got sugar in it, but yeah.
A little bit of sugar, but I think it makes a big difference. You don't want to spike your insulin sugar right when you wake up.
So what's a good breakfast?
Yeah. So you just don't want to do that. I mean, I always tell people, hey, if you want to have that, sugar, coffee, please eat first. Get something in your system first, and then do something. But empty stomach, triple, not a good thing to do.
Is that because, so if you eat first, then you will have filled the receptors so that they won't accept anymore?
Well, it could too. You're still going to spike it with the sugar, but not as bad. So if you do the right out the way, there's nothing in there. So your fat cells with that, get that sugar in the fat cell. If you look at a fat cell, like what it looks like a wiffle ball under a microscope.
Okay.
And so what it does is that wiffle ball with that sugar opens it up. So it becomes this big. So now it's catching everything. When it catches it, it gets big enough. And then what happens?
Enlarged one, right?
And then pops and multiplies to another one. And another one, and another one, and another one that keeps growing. So that's when you see fat's a cell you're never going to get rid of. Like you suck it up, but you can shrink it down to nothing. I mean, you could be a 300-pound guy and then be a 200-pound guy and like lose 100 pounds of fat, but those cells come down. The cell is always going to be there once you create it, the fat cell, unless you lipo it out.
I have a strange question.
I love strange questions.
I'm not trying to challenge your expertise. I'm just curious.
Oh, let's go.
It says here, because I just asked Google the same question
Okay.
about the coffee and the cheeseburger, and gave me like a breakdown template table, and it says it's going with the coffee depending on the serving of the cream and sugar, because on average a coffee is 70 to 100 calories, and the burger approximately is 300 to 313
And they're not
calories.
taking your macros into it. You're just taking the calorie thing. That's if you have just that chat GPT. If you're taking just the calories, that's going to be lower calories, 100%. But they're not taking the sugar stuff, like the healthy part. They're not taking the protein.
And where are the calories coming from is another question.
True.
Protein are coming from the burger.
the protein's coming from the burger.
My follow-up question is just what, because most people, average people like myself, just look at the calories and go, stay away from the big one.
Yeah.
So what are we not paying attention to?
Well, you're not to the nutrition facts. So just because it has less calories doesn't, correct, it's going to be less calories, 100%. 100%. But what am I getting? What nutrition value am I getting out of this coffee with the cream and sugar? What nutrition? I get a little bit of fats, correct. And what else? Sugar. Which I don't want to do first thing. At least the burger. At least the burger. I'm going to have what I have the burger. I'm going to have a protein, carb, and fat, and things I don't want. Other things in that thing I want to eat. But it just at least there'll be nutrition value I'm looking at, which has a better nutrition value. Try that one. Nutrition value. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Want me to search that?
Yeah, search it. Better nutrition value.
You could have a cup of you could have a portion of, say, that burger, for example.
Yeah.
A double cheeseburger. You can have that same size portion of a bowl of pasta, and the pasta is going to put you to sleep.
Right. All those. Absolutely.
Yeah, because of the spike in the insulin.
So what do you eat for breakfast?
Right now I have protein pancakes.
So do I. What kind do you have?
Choose and Fit. I work with those guys. I don't know if those guys over there from Dearborn. Choose and Fit.
Choose
and Fit. They make all my meals. They're really good.
Really?
Yeah. I have them at the. If you ever stop by, they come get me. They're really good.
choose fit meals.
Yeah, I think that's it right there.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna try and screen share these guys.
Yeah, I make.
Yep, that's him. So I work with that company. JD owns that company. Good guy. It's all halal, so but it's definitely good food. So he makes protein pancakes. He does my chicken. Does all those kind of meals. So being like a business, I don't have time. I don't have a wife. I don't have time to cook. I'm at the gym from I get to usually at 4 a.m. till 8 o'clock at night.
Wow.
So I sell his meals there. They're really good. And all the macros are on it. So you see the protein, carbs, and fats.
So you sell these out of your fridge?
Yeah, we have those in our fridge.
How much is a meal?
Anywhere from $9 to $12.
Dude, that for a bag. I mean, look at these meals.
They're
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, they're really good.
I'm gonna do my best to put this on the screen behind you, Mo. Mo, check this out. You'll like this.
I see that.
Are you pulling it up? Well, we're
Yeah,
all
it's on
gonna
YouTube.
we're all gonna watch it.
Yeah, but he's definitely a good cook, and he does the right macros. He's not putting a bunch of sodium in his food. But he does a lot of stuff. But he makes a bunch of different stuff, and his food's good.
I get down to that.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pasta, I'm not a pasta dude, but those tacos, man.
Oh, his tacos are delicious. He makes a shrimp one too.
Yeah.
What I like about him is he changes the meals weekly.
Yeah.
Delivers twice a week to the shop, but he makes it different stuff. So it's not the same thing repeating itself over and over and over.
This reminds me of what was that other one? They blew up.
And
It was another nutrition. It was very similar. Primally.
Primally. They were one of those. They start off and their food went. I don't know. That wasn't.
Well, no. Oh, so I know exactly what you're gonna say. So it started out. They had the one store on Telegraph,
Right.
and it was like there was. I know it's sizes and everything. But the meals are bigger, and there was more meat in it. Like
At one time, yes. When they start up, yes.
Yeah, and then it just got like.
Very small.
It got very small, and the price went up.
Yeah.
So I get.
Well, I think they grew too fast.
They got like 7 locations,
they grew
dude.
too
Like
fast.
they got like a lot. These are cool.
Mike, how long should a workout be? Generally speaking, if you're doing a workout 3 times a week, how long should a workout be?
Are we running testosterone? Are we 30? Are we 50 years old? Or what are we?
I mean, for all people, if
That's how you know he knows like the answer
not-
because
there's not a
it's,
one-fit
it's
shoe.
not
It's
black
like, hey,
and
say,
white.
hey, go to the
Yeah.
store. Let's go to the store shoe. Just give me whatever shoe. We all wear the size feet. It's all different.
Is 90 minutes too long to be training?
How old are you? Let's talk about you. You want to go you? How long? You're 50 years old?
No, let's talk about somebody who's 30 to 50, for example.
30 to 50?
I'm over 50.
You
But
you look good, though.
Thank you.
I mean, you do look good. Someone like that, it's individual. So if you say, again, I would say someone just starting to work out, 30-year-old male, it's a loaded question because does he have an injury? Is he fat? It's just not a one question fits all for everybody.
maybe someone who just wants to get back in shape. So we have lots of people starting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and typically they're about between 30 and 50, David, between 25 and 50.
I don't want to drink this coffee anymore. I'm gonna
By the way, the
switch
burger
it.
did win.
The
The nutritional values of the burger
yeah.
won.
Yeah, just want to get in shape, maybe feel better, maybe lose a little bit of weight or get stronger, gain a little bit of muscle. Like I know in order to really get people results, you have to know what the goal is, right? But like I have my own philosophy on that,
Right.
that I personally recommend. I'm curious, without knowing what a specific goal is, what your opinion is.
Well, like I said, it's for me. I've been doing this for like 30 whatever many years. I've been doing it forever. Like I said, I'm kind of like a nerd. Like you said, I've read a lot. I've debated a lot. For me, it's the individual himself. So say you had somebody that let's just use someone comes sees me, or you see one of you guys. He's a 32-year-old. He's not overweight. His body fat's between 10 to 20%. He's been semi-active.
Yeah.
I would say he can go like up to like an hour. Give 60-minute workout. Your body's, if you have someone like a 40-year-old, but he has like, he's out of shape, he's like 25 pounds overweight, 45 minutes, 30 minutes. When I used to tell people that come to me, and like say you come to me and you go, hey, Mike, I want to get in shape. I go, all right, have you worked out before? No. How's your eating going? I'm trying to eat healthier. And it gives me, I say, okay, this week, your job?
Same answer. Same answer.
Now, this gym, what I want you to do this week, I just want you to ride the treadmill. I want you to check why I want you on the treadmill? Because I want to check your heart rate. Well, why do you want to check my heart rate? Because I want to see if it spikes. So a lot of people say, for instance, a 40-year-old, off the top of my head, a 40-year-old should be walking, should have a heart rate about $110 just on a standard walk. But if I see him go to 120, 130, and say I take him off and the heart rate still keeps on going up and he stopped, you might have something wrong with his heart. It's not coming down because your heart should recover. But that's based on age and conditioning and stuff. So it's when you ask a question like that, it's a loaded question. That's why people hire me to figure all that stuff out. Like
pre-workout, yes or no?
Ooh. I'm a caffeine junkie. I cannot lie. Look how you got me. Got me caffeine.
I know. Well,
Really?
I was gonna ask about Celsius, bro. I need to cut out Celsius. Celsius is,
Yeah, we all put this in other people.
I know.
You saw David's cases in there. He's got all the flavors.
So my actual breakfast is a Celsius, like seven. Yeah, I know.
You gotta eat. Yeah, everyone has to. Look, you gotta eat. I mean, I eat before I drink a coffee. I put something in my system before I do anything. After I do that, I have my coffee.
But so we're not like fruits out of the question. Like just like a lean protein, like eggs, bacon,
scramble some eggs,
boiled
some
eggs
vegetables.
with some olive oil.
Yeah, that's good. So you
protein
got some other best.
pancakes. I could make a bunch of those and then just like 'cause protein. Dude, give me some blueberry protein pancakes.
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah.
I had a banana this
Yeah,
morning.
I make some high-level
Yeah.
blueberry protein pancakes.
Those are awesome.
High level. I throw some peanut butter on
Or
there.
even waffles.
So pre-workout, those pre-workout powders and stuff. Yay or nay?
I used to take them all the time. I am a caffeine junkie. I take Phil Freeze, if you know what those are. I don't take a pre-workout like I used to. I used to take like Jack 3D when that was out there. That was crazy. They took off the market. There's things called Psychotic. That's a good pre-workout. There's a tons of pre-workout out there. I stay jacked on caffeine. I think that keeps. If you took my blood right now, it's going to be caffeine. That's probably my thing. My one vice I do. Hence, I talk so fast. I drink a lot of caffeine. I do like my caffeine. So my answer would be if you want to take, if you need a little boost, I have people that come to me and they're like, I need a little boost. Like I also have this stuff called Demon Dust. And Demon Dust, if you look it up, it's a B12 powder. So I use that under my tongue, a B12 powder for my pre-workout. Get my B's up.
Yeah.
Under your tongue.
Yeah, under your tongue.
Mucous membrane there.
Yeah, Demon Dust.
For those caffeine junkies or people who are like really take pre-workout,
gosh.
you know,
This looks
and they get
intense.
addicted to them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite additions to that was like ashwagandha.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff to cleanse out those
Yep.
adrenal glands because, you know, you can get into a cycle where your body like needs a pre-workout to work out.
Mind-altering dry powder.
I saw that at
That's
Westfit.
marketing.
That's
marketing.
Dang.
The whole line, Insane Labs is a great product.
I saw-
The products are crazy.
Dude, I got Satan on the wrapping.
Yeah, it's
I see. Yeah, I see. This is you got a whole dude. Yeah, he's got the. Wow,
I
you
mean,
got
look-
their whole line.
I've been with those guys from day one. They've been really good to me. I got good pricing on it, but they got stuff like Red Rum, murder. They got stuff like everything on it is like all their stuff is like wild. It's good. It's good promotion. It's good marketing, but it's something a little bit different, a little bit edgier.
It's like Liquid Death.
Yeah, Liquid Death.
my
Remember that? The
gosh.
water. It's same thing.
Yeah.
Good marketing.
Oh, dude, I thought for sure Liquid Death was seltzers when I saw it. Like it just. I would never. You maybe give me 5 guesses. I'm not guessing carbonated water.
Yeah,
That's
who
what
would've
that.
thought?
That's
But great
what that
marketing.
is. Yeah, sure.
It's just water.
All right, so we've got. Let me see. We had one more. What's common people? What's common in people that you've worked with that meet their goal? What's the common denominator between success and your clients?
Ooh, common denominator. I think the common. It probably goes what you do. Common denominator. I think to be like, you just have to be driven. I mean, I think if someone comes to you and I don't like it, well, I have never took jiu-jitsu, but I think if someone that comes with a mindset like they had the 16-year-old kid that used to be with you, he's 16, he came to you, I think he started with you when he was 13 or something like that, Xavier, the little chubby kid that turned around, now he's fit, he's had like over 100 matches, he's a blue belt before he turned 16, he's got a blue belt. I mean, he is driven. So I think no matter if it's that or someone like, you have to have a drive. My common denominator, if you want to be successful in anything, driven. I'm not the best trainer out there. I'm not the best at anything. I work really hard. You won't outwork me. That's my work ethics. You won't outwork me. You won't get, if I got to work at 4 a.m. to 8, you won't outwork me.
I think, and if I maybe permission to add maybe a caveat, let me know your thoughts.
So,
Is there are a lot of driven people, but they need to have you can have a driven businessman. He's driven in business.
right.
But he's not prioritizing his health.
No.
And so they need a good reason, to your point of why. Like every question Mo asks, you're like, why? What are you doing? Like why? Why? Who's asking?
Yeah.
Who's asking? Because I need to know why.
Why?
And so if the businessman or take the lawyer, the stock trader, whatever, if he gets that call from his doctor, he's like, listen, dude, they're gonna be burying you in 2 years if you don't change things. Well, now he can put that drive into a really good reason, and so if I think that's a lot of people. They're like, there comes a point at which there's always tomorrow. When I'm 20, I'm too busy with school. There's always tomorrow. Until there's not, and then now you're 40 or 50. Well, 40 is still young, but now you're 50, and you're trying to counteract or reverse decades of poor choices.
Right.
That's a harder spot to be in. So I think the why will give you the drive. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I do that. I just think I'm one of those individuals. I'm driven in every aspect I do in my life.
Of
Like
course,
literally,
I
I'm
can
driven to
tell,
be
yeah.
successful. I'm driven to help the community. Like what I meant by that is that I'm driven all the way around. I'm just a driven person. I'm grateful to be here. Like, so a lot of people are not grateful. Like all this chaos going on in the world, or whatever. I'm grateful for today. I'm just a grateful person. While someone might say, "Hey, I wish I had another gym. I wish I had all this and all that." I'm just grateful, man. I come from like a rough background where I come from the streets. I've been to prison. I just had this whole another story, and I'm just grateful for every day, and I want to give back. And I like I have homeless people come knock on my door, homeless, and I'm at the house at the gym, and I go, hey, can I have $10? Like, yeah, here's a broom, sweep the outside, and I'll give you $10. You know, I had one come yesterday, I gave him a shower. He needed a shower, and I said, hey, can I have $5? Work. I have to work for everything I got. Nothing's given to me. But back to your question as far as that, I think people need to take better care of themselves in general. Not everyone has to be like a health nut or fanatic or whatever. Not everyone wants to be, a black belt. They start here. I mean, when they come to you, is my goal to be a black belt? I mean, that's a big goal, right? To be a black belt is pretty huge in you guys. It takes
Almost nobody.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever enrolled with someone.
yeah, I mean, that's huge. Or do I have to come to you just to learn some skills, you know? I mean, so everyone has a different course in life, I believe. Everyone has a different direction, what they want. You know, I just drive to be happy. You know, that's all I drive for, and healthy.
Yeah. Well, and that is I like the gratitude portion is a big deal of it, and I think for the mainstream public, it can be tough to deduce the truth because it's cliche. I think people know now, but the food pyramid is a freaking hoax, dude. Like
Absolutely.
it's a ridiculous. Like it's like. Have you seen the base of it is just grains and barley? That was what was pumped into people. I can speak for myself. I believed traditional non-protein pancakes, huge pancakes or biscuits and gravy was the best breakfast. Like growing up as a kid, right? But like you don't know about proteins, fat. I didn't know what a calorie was till I was 18. Yeah. And I think there's just part of it is you don't know, so you just hear these things of like, and it could be an education process too. Sure. There's just a lot of, especially if all they're getting is on the news or mainstream or headlines. I don't know if you can really trust those sources. Mr. Keanu, Coach Keanu.
I have the reason why it's a mess, and that is
the food pyramid.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, created the controversial Food Guide Pyramid, which was released in 1992. The controversy stemmed from the pyramid's emphasis on large amounts of carbohydrates at the base and significant lobbying by the meat and dairy industries, which influenced the guideline content and contributed to public distrust of nutrition advice.
And there's subsidies from the government that go out to those ingredients that they're pushing that essentially used to pay farmers or incentivize them to grow that stuff.
And how many times, like we can take this in other areas, how many times are we going to let the lobbyists, the people throwing money at things, like there should be pretty large, just paid for by dairy, like you know how like in England, have you seen a pack of cigarettes in England? It's like this shit's gonna kill you.
Yeah, they have
you're
like dead people.
You're a retard for buying this pack of cigarettes.
They have like literally a dead person or someone in the hospital like on the packs. Like you are gonna die if you smoke this.
Okay, so you're in the industry, and you have clients and people. They want to change their diet.
Yeah,
they want to.
Yep.
Every time they go to make a choice to buy a healthy meal or cook a healthy meal, it's literally sometimes 3 to 4 times the amount. What do you say to them? I made chicken chili the other day, right?
Okay.
And I also made tuna casserole with quinoa pasta. Ooh, so I made both of them healthier. And because one had pasta, one had like beans in the chicken, it was on a lower cost of a healthier type meal. But I said, let me just take it a step and let me just go organic. Because it's already a cheaper meal.
Right.
But even putting aside organic, what do you say to those people? Like, I just like my grocery bill just going healthy would be double or triple or more. What do you say to them? And how do you get people results that can't afford it but they want to do it?
That's a good question. And, as you know, the food, it's like spiked up. And you talk about, even me, I'll eat natural, not organic. Anything with organic on it, it's just like you're going to pay more. And it's better, obviously, but you're going to pay more. I don't know why they do that to us. If you want to buy better food, it's going to cost you more money. I don't know if they're just the farmers or how it works, that they're just making like the bulk of the food people are eating bad at cheaper, but everything's like outpriced. Anytime you start getting healthier, it costs you more. Is that a deterrent by a federal government to not eat good? I don't know, but it doesn't make sense to me being a consumer that to eat healthy and I can't eat, it's going to cost me more money unless I'm growing my own farm, my own food. It's ridiculous.
I will say I was at Kroger the other day when I was picking up my ingredients, and if you keep looking for organic ingredients and better quality ingredients every time you go to the store, I'm actually finding that companies are testing the water a little bit, and they will put one product here or there on the side next to the mass of other ingredients that sometimes it's similar price. Sometimes they go on sale. Sometimes they're not selling, and the organic ingredients are, because people automatically assume they're going to be more expensive.
Yeah.
But if you keep your eye open, I'm finding that the pricing in the free market, and companies competing with market share, the prices are going down a little bit.
So
A little bit.
I think that is a good question, right? Because it's always look, price is something. It is not. I think the double or triple is a myth, right? Like it can be. You can buy them all. You can go fucking Whole Foods and drop a mortgage payment on groceries if you want. But it doesn't have to be that way. Aldi's is a good option to
They are, actually.
to Mike's point is natural versus organic. But then even if you look at I can't remember if we talked to Jimmy Parks on this. He worked at Whole Foods. He's like, even look up what is the bare minimum requirement for a food to be considered organic? For a food to be considered organic, and I bet it's going to say it's like half. Or grown next to organic shit,
it's not even the
the soil has to be a certain
it's like
weight for 3 years.
it's part of a marketing thing, but then if you take I'm just gonna take a frozen pizza, a shitty frozen pizza with 47 ingredients, none of which we can pronounce, or we'll take some other. He said natural. Like, give me something with I make my own with 5 or 6 ingredients. It may not be organic, but it's certainly better than that alternative of things, right? It's gonna be more. It's probably gonna be more.
Yeah.
But I will also add this: like, how many times? Like, if a little bit of planning, I routinely will drop because I didn't plan my day or my meal right, I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to stop and go grab a $12 something here because I just didn't plan my day right. But a shake, I mean, you can make, how much can you make a shake for? $2?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Three. Protein scoop is 50 cents, whatever, some almond milk, ice.
Yeah.
I put 6 eggs in mine, but so it's $2, right? $2, $3, and that's a good portion of your peanut butter. Peanut butter is pretty sick. So it would be, I would just challenge anyone. I think part of the problem, this is a tangent, is they're like, I don't have any money, because you don't know where your money's going. Like and we've talked about making an offer like this. Like if you let us go through your finances and you can't afford jiu-jitsu or you can't afford a gym for $35,
yeah.
$40,
32.
If you can't do that, like Mike just said, he's like, yeah, I'll give you something to do to work for the month. $35 a month for a gym, right? Or $49 a week for jiu-jitsu. Bro, if you can't find $49 a week, maybe things are that tight, but we can help you go find somewhere. It's not going to be just with the resources you have. To Mike's point about being driven, my mindset, right, wrong, or indifferent, is damn, I can't afford that. I need to go find a way to make more money. I just got to go earn more money. Like a side hustle, to get a different raise. And I think that if you're setting your goals like that, and people are there, the natural tendency is to take the path of least resistance. I'm content where I'm at, things are okay, but for right now, so it's truly not triple. What's it take to be considered organic food?
I do have to read a little bit, so you just gotta bear with me.
Okay.
It's
All right.
a lot
Well,
more-
you have I listen to your accent all day, so you go ahead and read, Coach Canna.
It's a little complicated from what I could see here. So basic overview is
ChatGPT summarization.
Yeah.
Well, this is Google's AI, but essentially it says in the U.S. for a food to be considered organic and use the USDA organic seal, it must meet specific criteria regulated by the National Organic Program (NOP). The bare minimum requirements depend on whether the product is a raw crop, a livestock, or a multi-ingredient product. Then it says general prohibitions of certified organic products. All products carrying the USDA organic seal, regardless of their category, must be produced without the following. 1. Genetic engineering, GMOs. Genetically modified seeds, crops, or ingredients are not allowed. Ionizing radiation. This process, which kills bacteria and extends shelf life, is prohibited. Sewage sludge. The use of treated sewage sludge as fertilizer.
So we can't consider you organic if there's no sewage sludge.
if the sewage sludge was used or treated sewage sludge was used as a fertilizer is banned, so it cannot use that as fertilizer.
Okay.
Then most synthetic materials, which few exceptions, synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, and additives are not permitted. A detailed national list of allowed and prohibited substances outlines the specific exceptions. And then it has criteria for crops, criteria for livestock. So I'm saying is it's a very
big.
It's a very complex
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Depending on what specific ingredient or food group you want to talk about, I can
see.
get specific details
I see.
on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so other stuff's going in, or that stuff, sludge and all that kind of stuff. So
Which makes I will say this, just like I didn't
It's kind of crazy.
I didn't know this, so like having now looked into this, that does make me feel a little better that it's that strict for
Yeah.
something to be considered organic. That there is a group of people out there, professionals, who have sat down and made it that hyper specific, depending on what it is. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that they took the time to make sure, like, hey, listen, if
GMOs,
if you don't want sewage sludge, then yeah,
you don't
yeah.
seriously. So you think about
That'll
all this
cost you.
stuff, right?
That's
like,
a
wait a
little
second. I'm like, oh, got it.
All right, so we do have we put the info for Westfit in.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, so you've got you offer obviously supplements there 24/7. That's sweet. And then personal training,
Correct.
obviously. Are you the only trainer? Do you have other trainers?
I'm the
So-
lead guy. I have 5 trainers with me right now. I have
Cool.
2 females. So, we're like a 5,000 square foot gym, not super huge, but not super small. Dumbbells run up to 150, start 2 pounds. You guys, anybody here wants to come by and check it out, get a free day pass. That means that you guys here are going to be listening. You guys are more than welcome. But we do everything there. I have some clients, we just do their nutrition, like say that, hey, I've been working out for like 35 years, and you be like, hey, I just want to get my nutrition point. What can you do for me? Like, I take on clients for that, just for that aspect of it. We do stretching. We do a one-stop shop. We have food prep. We have protein coffee. We do everything. So you come to my gym. I try to offer a spot where you stop in and everything's there.
Are you gonna say protein coffee?
Oh, dude, that's the best. Come by for one.
What is how, you just
I'm telling you about that for years.
Yeah, but like I've
Collagen,
seen.
protein coffee, vanilla flavoring.
How do you make it,
Come by the gym. I'm more than welcome. I'm going to make you one.
bro? You brought me Telway, and there was protein coffee out there.
If I had more time, I would have brought you one. But I was in her this morning. But they're amazing. When I mean amazing, blow you away.
Oh, dude, that would be. I mean, as opposed to like.
I'm telling you, you're not even going to be blown away.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Well, I appreciate you, Mike.
Hey,
you have
thanks for having me.
something to add, Coach Keanu?
if you'd rather just skip it, that's fine. We can do it off air as well. I do want to know Mike's review of that bare knuckle fight, and I
Oh
found,
yeah, no.
see,
Let's.
look at
I
that.
have it.
I
here.
found the clip.
No, I have it.
Okay.
I've got it up. Where is it? Yeah. So let me. I'll find it.
Because I just
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just
this
need-
is-
I need your thoughts, Mike.
I'll take a look at it.
I got it.
Also, Chelsea Wills says, "Good morning."
Okay.
Hey, Chelsea, what's going on?
Morning, Chelsea. All right.
go.
So here's what we're gonna go. I'm gonna.
Make sure you make it to class today,
So
Chelsea.
we're gonna do. Let's see here.
Do you want to point at her real quick? I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Screen share.
Okay.
So this is. And let me see. Oh,
Okay.
I got it. Can I turn the volume up? Because you got to hear it.
All right.
Hang on.
There's a muted, there's a muted mic in the right corner.
I got it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's right away. That's
What?
That's it right here. Look, like he just and you hear the smack. Like look at it.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah. Here,
Jesus,
I'll
that
throw it on.
face.
I'll throw it on the screen for you guys. We'll play it again so you can see podcast. Here.
Oh my.
It's gonna be on the screen behind you.
Yeah, Mike, I just needed you to experience.
Okay, just look at this.
Boom. Instantaneous.
Like he's trembling, immediately trembling.
One
dude.
more time for
Oh
the
my
folks at home, please. Bam.
Oh.
Dude, I can't even imagine what your face feels
I mean,
like.
just broke his skull. This replica, like he's gonna get up.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
that was-
that's caved in, man. Oh, they.
Oh!
Dude, the score.
I don't-
the
I don't-
music is so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary, dude.
He
That's
looks like a
square.
different human, dude. He
Oh,
looks like a
that was
different
horrible.
human. Professor, how do you feel about that clip?
Head movement. Move your head. Change your level. Move your head.
To be fair, I mean, I don't know how far into the fight that was. I don't know how tired the fighter was. But I mean, I do side with you, Professor. I think he didn't really have good evadance.
I'm not even gonna
And
speak.
honestly, I think this is good for this is for enjoyment for the viewers. Like bare knuckle fighting, MMA, it's all enjoyment. In a real fight, there's no rules, and like there's so many restrictions and rules and what you can do and what you can't do. Like, you know, in a real fight, you could scratch somebody, you could bite them.
Yeah, do whatever. Pull your eyes out.
Yeah, there's no rules in a fight. So I think that when people see this kind of stuff, remember, it's even bare knuckle is a sport.
Yeah.
It's a game, and it's restricted by rules.
And that's why you avoid violence at all costs. Like
Absolutely.
I won't
in the
mess
same
with
way.
it.
Not at all. At all costs.
I have so many friends who are like, you know, they'll run their mouth a little bit. Like, if I was in a situation, I'd probably do. And I just sent them this clip. And I was like, you know, just like randomly on Instagram, and I saw it when it came out. I sent this, and I was like, just FYI, this is the same kind of human bone material that your skull's made out of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this can happen to anybody.
Anybody, any given time, anyone win or lose.
And that's a trained fighter. Like, that guy who got punched that way, that
It
dude,
wasn't just some dude off the
he's
street.
capable of good murder.
Yeah.
Like, effective murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, scary. Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate you guys.
Well, I appreciate you, Mike. We got your stuff in the info. Definitely love the convo about the blood work, nutrition.
Absolutely.
So it is Westfit, Westland Nutrition and Fitness on South Wayne, and probably just look for the nicest building
On Wayne Road,
in
yeah, that's me.
Westland. Yep. So appreciate you guys. As always, we'll see you on the mats.